Trenches before. You are aware this is a war zone, correct?
Leaving with that heading will bring you in direct contact with the forces of anti-choice.
Damn it.
Parasite, the purple-berry parasite, or PBP, as it is colloquially called in Auntie's Choice's records. More specifically, the PvP eggs are found in every berry of an infected plant, where these eggs have been subdermally injected by the second stage of the parasite. Let's examine the PvP life cycle in detail. After an infected berry is eaten by a host,
Got scratched our bones! Penetrated time! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? Wait, you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same pile of gum.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your woolly curds with a little mod gavel.
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my... This is a fort. Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly inval... This is a fort. Those are soldiers. They are mantisaurs. and I am far too busy to play tour guide. Now, if you'll please excuse me.
Hey, stranger! You're one of those... I can't remember what, but I need help, and here you folks will do good deeds for free. You gotta help me, please! I didn't do what they say I done! Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch. They're saying I murdered an officer, but they don't care what I've got to say about it. They just want me locked in here until they pen me in the sewers. Hell no, I didn't do it. I actually like he'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really... I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it. I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it, and he was fine. Well, but the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that we were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try it. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here. It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. Yup, but that's still gotta be how he died. No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy. He will.
You lost, string? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti? Well, don't that beat all? An unaffiliated freelancer. You and I? Me? I'm a sprat trapper. Cute little... Used to be... Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle. Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kick. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat. Trust me, pleasure to...
I remember this place before the war.
Any luck with the sprat hunt? Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes. Not to worry, they're perfectly lifelike. Be seeing you, Agent.
By calculating the position of every atom.
From a medical standpoint, the taxidermists take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? Since you are...
you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punct. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Reach. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Sensible. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach?
Victor Clemens, some kind of rat.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine.
What?
I'm grieved to hear this news. Like many of our most brilliant minds, Victor was also troubled. Sadly, true. Now then, by exposing Victor's machinations, you've done the Order a good turn. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but...
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Choosing
I don't... Moreover, one more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture... Most assuredly not! I knew... Here, Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned. Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation. Particularly... Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their without why? Matriarch's mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development. That is a statue of the Matriarch. Regret...
Oh, certainly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really...
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Earth.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
You beheld that new rifle up at the monastery, the Oracle?
The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking app.
Say I'm fond of these lodgings.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you Zerania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown? That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Maytunier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot?
Yes, right over here. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with... Interesting timing. May I see it then? The writ? Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, the recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you one of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward... though function today, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded her an understandable perspective. I fear I must concur. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you were...
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand.
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, if we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report low-level support. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us, why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to whatever for. I suppose I'll be...
Now, this is inflamed. Would you describe the Varachnid's calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Being attacked, I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. There's a vaccine.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong?
Factors
They're
are head
hardly
on in.
prone to involuntary self-injury.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? Your fear, I hardly deserve such attention. The entire business is just a terrible... Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know... I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. I was apparently at the wrong point in space at the wrong point in time. Really? Do you see me, a saboteur? Oh, don't they always... I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we work folk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Well, you know the type, surely. Dear me, I wish I knew. But, actually, there may be a way. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you appreciate your help, dear, may the plan favor us against long odds.
Investigator? All your endeavors add to the equation. May circumstances proceed toward intended results. Always account for standard deviation.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results. Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too discreet.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello, I've been conversing.
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth. I appreciate even your hesitant support. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. But listen to me. What do I know about this? But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is what... Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering. That part of me would like to tease you right now and say, you're not very good at cards, are you, dear?
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close.
Always account for standard deviation.
amount. Errors started to multiply, and stressful, don't you think?
Finally, a favorable happenstance. After I became stuck in here, those organisms appeared, all hungry-eyed and slavering profusely. The door jammed. Not sure how. Worked perfectly acceptably earlier. Lockdown and my clumsy fumbling triggered a precautionary security setting. I can't reset it from here, and depends on your level of moxie and know-how. You could try Jimmy. Otherwise, the safety reset. Oh, then. Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond free. Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like, based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rut. I was in my cot doing advanced The door was creaky to open. I should have... Works in operations, right? Oh, well, careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
May all your theories prove true.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
You'll do. Alva, you kept us out this far. Fine, la-di-da. If our people have to, they will pry you out of there.
investigator.
Factor's been in there a while now. Perhaps this is approaching solution.
Yes. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble. Oh, might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Oh. Well, I might have kept the item in question then. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, may deliberate endeavors beget expected results. You're back. I see my Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it. With the leak abated, I am... Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, then my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of... This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't... The pharmaceutical prime...
Always account for standard deviation.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling...
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yet, I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's what.
Wait a minute. You're going to what?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order proctor, and you...
I am a dedicated agent. I am Marisol Delgado.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it?
Marisol's fine, thank you, dear.
I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved, if there are any hints of truth to that. I find it's...
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
That you are who you are, and are standing right... I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions... I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to end.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this up, our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and...
Enough. No more deception.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful... Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings. The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off-limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
The space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead.
You should have the honors. The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to... I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place. So, Abbot Newell sent you to my manufactory to lower tensions with Auntie's Choice, I take it. Have you tried talking with them directly? Good, good. For a poor excuse for a scientician and something. The Order has been made out to be in the wrong here. It would be a shame for hostilities to reignite before we find out who's responsible. May all...
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Swear I can't lie low for 20 years without everything in the Order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today.
Heard the abbot trotted out some excuses for the hit on our base. Well, Auntie's base. Certainly didn't anticipate that he'd been entirely truthful neither, though it won't bring back those we lost. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for. That's a rotten thing to say. Good don't mean much. We should move on, unless you've got something for me? I feel sick that Victor chose to to end his life the way he did. And he was prepared to do it from the start. Long.
Marisol settling nicely? Well, I assume so. She's like a character from the Zane and... maybe don't tell her I said that, though. Oh, yeah? What's needling you? I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an ape. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of blue turbulence. But at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it. Not much dignity and... Sorry, that was... blunt. I just get tired of talking around. But back to the only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint. Yeah, I sure came by that wisdom, honest.
Like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all. Try.
Well, I run it by him. That was a big metal barrel.
Questions?
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience.
Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be. I came to meet with the information broker for, Protectorate business, Protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the Protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but. See, you may have thought you said have an audience, but what you actually...
Do I look like a sentinel to you? No, don't answer that.
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter...
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into. Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. They see to the few needs. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk. That's between them and Subros Gray.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. When I was an apprentice, yes. But not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Hey, you there! If you're interested in furthering the cause of history, come speak with me.
Marisol's something, huh? She had everyone fooled, and then she turns around, exposes Svoboda for what she is, and reveals herself to be the endpoint. She reminds me of the serial heroes I wanted to be just like when I was a kid. I'd tell her if I thought she'd appreciate it. There's something inspiring about someone who knows anyway, this is me saying she's probably already got bugs listening in on us, so we ought to just stop there. Sure. Got someone in mind? Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors, so I'll spare you most of them. I just hope we don't regret letting Azza on board. She ain't right in the head. She's damn near bloodthirsty. I'll keep my distance when I can, but I promise you, if I perceive even a hint, ain't often you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and stabbing someone in the eye with the other. So the real question is, does she get along with me? I sure hope so. I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than an open book. Set in her ways, methodical. And law help you if you jostle her.
Was that? You're retreating? Engaging hostile.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. Let us... That's an incisor, all right. I cannot help but feel a pang for these people. Let's hear it. I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force. Assuming there was a superior force. The distinct lack of automechanical corpses around us supports your point. It seems the defenders did not defend. Did you have anything else? You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Very well. Shame about all this blood. I just polish these boots. Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? These people could have been saved if they simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm. What sort of life was this, without the Sovereign's guidance? Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? You're certain? You've combed the... Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? Although I'm no ballistic, have any theories about the automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? I may have a strong theory, but it's too... The only remaining puzzle piece, yes, that relay top. The refugees must have used it to listen in on... Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have... Now... Seems the machines returned, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms! That was a hardy engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again. I believe we're at the end of our investigation. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport. Be sure you return to free market.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field on
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating?
It ain't. Can't even grab that.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I... Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors. But we managed...
I'm surprised. I'd be happy. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. Sharp.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live Arbiter finding his way. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses. My apologies. Barney is...
If you know who...
Interesting. That question...
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing.
I could get you. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics. I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight and
I shall in time.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us speak to me outside. The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistant, but I fully realize during our investigation I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow you. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you... Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. Let us...
careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless... Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you. That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. But how much can we trust the hand wielding it? Don't let the luxuriant hair and good looks fool you. Sorry, arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once. Don't know whether I should... Anyway, I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind? Always up for a little backfence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it. Underneath that friendly old lady facade, Marisol's a killer. Best we not forget that. Future's always changing, though. Who knows? Maybe Marisol will surprise us. In a good way, I mean. Not in a surprise attack kind of way. Sure thing. I trust you've got particular...
So, Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent. Dead mentor, apparent cover-up, sure. I'd be mad too. But why do we have to be the ones to... Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot. I can agree to that, Commander. It's just him I worry about. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
The meaning of life is numerical, and we are the
Grand Architect! First an attack on the Agent! Oh, thank good. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? No, I can't discuss this right now. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains but I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear, peace talks. Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside us. Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operation. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't. Once go.
Are you sure that rope was...
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait! Look! Someone just came up via the lift! It must be unlocked!
We'd love to help, but not as much as we
Watch out
prefer
for
to
Wiley.
leave. Plan
He's
guide.
accounted for everything. They'll know you're coming.
Claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst. Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen
Nice of Sir Wiley to leave us this nightlight. Sorry. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor whether you live or die in the near future. Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley told us.
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes. Also, not everyone will share our vision. We need not just
Integral precision business. After all, garbage value input produces garbage value output.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time, scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability. Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined our lives. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you... We're going in circles again. If only we had... I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The squad... I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to. Good for him. About what? I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is... Augustine? Sure. I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask? Augustine was obsessed with... Apologies, but gossip. Much...
A multi-hypothesis. More random elements. Attempting to find cover. Weapon expended. Enough shilly-shallying. Here, an explosive result. Advance.
present coordinates yield diminishing returns. So predictable.
Exposure levels untenable. Taking cover. Threat assessment confirmed.
Attention! Explosive buildings! No need to converse!
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. Much.
Those who do not follow the plan will be terminated.
That'll charge it!
Riley's plan. Eliminate the target.
And without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries. The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost!
What's going on about his struggle in the research room upstairs? tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the contract machine! The architect. Not that I was concerned, mind you. Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Go pay Wiley his just dividends. For all of us.
To a test of order aptitude.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? Wonderful. Please depart. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh? Under certain conditions, but maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop. Given your... we have...
And without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive mind.
Yes. Anomalous outliers! Grenade away! Followed by detonation! Replenishing mechanism.
Statistically, I'm good.
to improve it. Exposure levels untenable. Anomalous outliers.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. Stamped onto a test of order. And when a student fails, why their instructor. Claim that all things happen for a reason.
I'm going to lend a hand in the exclusions.
Good to see the Order looking after others. Sometimes that particular tenant gets lost among all the delightful math.
Please, if only Wiley was here to advise
I
me
assure
what to
you
do
these
next.
traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready? It's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
The wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Test of order aptitude. When a fails, why, their instructor.
Not entirely surprised I had to abandon my cup. I do so hope you'll forgive my thoroughly convincing deception, dear. I'm not so sure Proctor Svoboda was capable of crashing cargo pods into additional Antes installations. Still glad I stopped it. May...
I'll handle them.
Unfriendly nearby. Mortificator is charged. Investigating hostile intentions.
Progressing. I am becoming rash.
Taking cover.
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery? Worthless people, that's...
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. Oh, I think I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur ski. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former...
The end point. No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the architect's computational summary are you on about? That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? But I am beyond reproach. No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. Perhaps the High Scholar did recognize some defeat. No. You are no more.
Mobilize
to your head. Riddle me with bullets all you like. Rejuvenation device at my disposal. You'll never do me harm. Clever little sprat attempted to destroy the projector. I will attend to you.
That attack was not there.
To my target.
No convection on my scopes.
Replenishing mechanism.
Go for torpification.
Building for an ideal firing zone.
Replenishing mechanism.
Don't become a statistic, Commander.
This was not in my predictions. Whoever is left, kill this outlier!
Osmond down. The moon is on the equation. The threat.
Extrapolating.
Engaging.
Replenishing mechanism.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I fear this bodes ill. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. And it is done. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, however, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to... Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that yet we must act
We off to the peace talks then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, I appreciate the sentiment, but perhaps if I had been a better friend to Landon... No. Yes. Better to focus on our gains than our losses. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assist. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory. The Oracle. May all your...
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery index.
At least it was a clean dissection. Hey, Bobby's not even cold yet. Show a little respect. Void it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wiley's ill spared him? Because the seer already predicted this.